Those lines just made me tingle.
Those are aggressive.
I've made beefy bluegills before, but in this video, we will surpass all of that. I pulled this off the back of a $1,200 lure, gave it a good sniff. I cut that lure in half on my bandsaw just to see what was inside of it. Hung it up on my wall for a while. Got kind of tired of looking at it, so I took it down. I don't even know where it is anymore. But I have this. I always had this. I really appreciated the design of this tail fin. Look how skinny it gets. I don't know what kind of plastic it's made out of. The notches in the back of the fin are like naturally uneven. There's like a little flat spot right there. I like how that is. How that section and the part that goes into the slot is a little thicker so it grabs better. There's a little cutout right there, gonna grab some glue really good, you know. I just like how this was designed. And since I didn't get much use out of the lure, the Roman-made Mother Chaser, this tail fin practically cost me $1,200. So it deserves to have a lure made around it. I'm deciding to design a morbidly obese bluegill around this tail fin. It's gonna make up like a third of the length of the bait. I don't just like big baits, I like them weirdly big. Chunky in weird spots, and I cannot lie. Big old Tupelo wood, super buoyant, gonna probably float on the top. Put a little lip off the chin there. Hopefully it has kind of a fast cranking action. Dive down, shallow. It's what I like to fish with when I fish with big wooden baits, swim bait stuff. Most guys are glider guys. I'm like a wake bait, just ridiculous. Wooden, kind of a ridiculous practice in the first place to be fishing with big swim baits, and it's like, why not go all the way in every department, keep it ridiculous. I think this bait will achieve that. It'll be a perfect bearer of the $1,200 tail fin. I keep running into this thing back here. Ooh, that's nice. That fits. Width-wise, the tightness of the fit, it's perfect. Just gonna keep filing down on it till it sits depth-wise into the slot correctly. It's sticking out a bit too much right now. What a beast. Flat joint. Alright, gotta do some work to that. Screw eyes, slots. Big hole. We need a lot of lead. I'm gonna drill out more with the Dremel in there even. Lead's hot. That's a lot of lead. Got that up on the rotisserie. Taking a bit of a chance with how crazy that shape is. Hopefully the action's fine. We're gonna try to get this smooth without removing the details, the carvings, with an acrylic primer. Quite a few coats later, we'll start painting this. Starting with white, but not over the whole thing, just the belly. We got those gray bars on. Got the gray on the top too. It looks pretty good. That was just a little bit of charcoal. Metallic charcoal. Kind of shiny, kind of messy. I just want something kind of messy and shiny. Texture makes those bars look better. There will be more. 1 second. Okay, meant to pressure cord, but I didn't. Sprayed some gold along the top in a thinner line. There. That's nice. Smoke black's gonna go over that too, so won't be so shocking, but that looks good. Keeping the wood. Need something bright and orange down here. Gonna put some blue on the gills. Other work in the gills. Yellow fin and stuff. Getting that ready. Darken it up a bit and then come back over with the yellow. That was just barely in a yellow. It looks great. Okay, some smaller scale mesh. Bluegills have that. Scales on the gill plate right there. They're messier than that usually, but it's trying to get something there. Okay, I think this might be the last painting detail. The ear. Time to get an eye on there. Glass eyes. We need the foil backing. Something to shine through the glass. Nice. That looks gorgeous. Mixing up a 1/2 ounce 2-part epoxy clear coat. Haven't used this for a while on the channel. Hardener goes down first. It mixes in better when you do that. I'm gonna mix this for a few minutes extremely well, and then let it set for a couple more. Bubbles will come up. Chemicals will bind, do whatever they gotta do, and then we brush it on. Making things shiny always helps them to look better. It's like a crease in the top there. Tip of the video. Make your thing shiny. It's a lot of weight. I hope it doesn't fall off the rotisserie. I got the Mad Heckler blasted in my ears right now. It's the best clear coating music. I'm hoping that I rounded off the joint corners enough to where there's no like creasing in anything on the final coat. I just want it to look nice, glossed over, one single bump. That lip connection's pretty awesome. Clear coat's gonna get in there. Give it even more unnecessary support. It's looking like there's good continuity, minimal breakage on the clear coat. I'm gonna do like 3 coats on this, it'll look great. I mean, that already looks immaculate. We'll get that $1,200 tail fin on there. I slid that joint pin in, glued it on the top and the bottom, and we've come to the end, fellas. This is some 5-minute epoxy. The tail fin's going in. It's been waiting patiently on my workbench. We're gonna put some epoxy in that groove right there. Make sure that's full, and on the other side. See, I don't think the epoxy really sticks to this tail fin because it's probably made out of silicone, but that groove is what holds. I even have the hooks on. I saved the tail fin install for the very, very last step. Ooh, that went in nice. Perfect. There was squeeze out. I removed it, but it was like the perfect just slight amount of squeeze out. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Just gonna let that dry. Swim bait on an ice ride. It floats, it sits upright, and it sits over half of the height of the bait deep. Don't want to hit the tank. It does have a good action. It's just very hard to show on this tank. There's body roll and there's wobble. Alright, I'm going to stop hitting the side of the tank. It wants a lot of room. It's an erratic action. It'll get consistent for a little bit, then it'll kick off and be consistent over there, kick off, be consistent over there. It's a good action. I just can't show it very good. And it's 9 degrees out right now. Just about got frostbite right there. So this bait will find its time to shine another day. That's a wonderful use for a $1,200 tail fin though. Good stuff. Now I don't feel like I wasted my money. Thanks for watching. Well, that's quite a bit bigger than the rest of those, isn't it? It's just like, oh, that's a nice little collection of baits you got there. What the heck is that? Leave a like for obese bluegills. On to the next bait.